What's up with you? Fast video with a full shiny orange Pokemon team. These Pokemon are all orange. Now, what is your favorite orange Pokemon? Leave below in the comment section below. I'd love to hear what it is. My favorite is Cramorant. Now, I do some streaming on Twitch, people, if you don't know, so come and check me out there for all my theme teams, Pokemon, so shiny hunts, and all other forms of salty entertainment. The link is in the description of the video. Now, today we've got a 3-battle special here. I know people have been loving the 3 battles, so I'm trying to add in an extra battle when I do get some good content here. So we're going to battle this one against Peepsalot, and we've got a very, very orange shiny team today. Now, the first Pokemon is a Bulbasaur, and I think my opponent is running a theme team as well, if you can guess what it is. Now, Metapod is going to be the first off the bat here. That's a really cool shiny Metapod. We've got Iron Defense, Bug Bite, Tackle, and String Shot. Its moves pool is very, very shallow, so there wasn't much I could do with it. So I'm going to be running a Choice Band set. Now, the Bulbasaur is going to be setting up a scummy day here, and I was thinking maybe they're going to use Weather Ball there. So Bug Bite does a solid amount of damage there, and now Bulbasaur is going to pop a Growth. So since the sun is up on the field, Bulbasaur is going to get a sharp rise into an attack and special attack. So I got to take this out real quick, right? So the second Bug Bite is going to do, it's a third of damage there. And now Bulbasaur has got Solar Beam. So it doesn't have anything that's going to be super effective against me. However, Solar Beam is going to hit Metapod very, very hard there. I've got max health, and I think that was the only reason I survived that Solar Beam right there. So bye-bye Bulbasaur. And hello Metapod. So Metapod takes its first victim. Now the next Pokemon to come out is going to be Grookey. And Grookey is going to have the Grassy Surge. So I don't know if I can live. I might be able to live one Grassy Glide. I'm not too sure here. And it's also going to have the Grassy Seed, boosting its defense 1 stage. I want to get one Bug Bite off here. However, it's going to go for a Fake Out. Fake Out is not going to take me out there. And I'm going to get some more Leftovers Recovery. Sorry, not Leftovers Recovery. Grassy Terrain Recovery. Same thing. I'm getting Recovery. Here comes the Grassy Glide. And Grookey is going to take out my orange Metapod. You know what? I feel like I should do an updated Metapod sweep. It has been a hot minute. I think the last one I did was in... Wow, I think it might have been in 5th generation. And I can't include when I disguised a, Metapod as a Zoro. I can't include that, right? I can't include that video, so maybe it might be time for a fresh new Metapod sweep. We'll have to see. What do you reckon? Okay, bringing in Shellder here. This is another really cool orange Pokemon. I've got this fun Shell Smash Avalanche set, and it's got Overcoat, right? So what you can do is you can use Shell Smash, Dynamax it, then use Max Hailstorm, and the Hail won't take you out because of Overcoat, right? So Galaxy Brain. The problem here is the Grookey did get that +1 in defense, and Avalanche was simply not enough damage, even at double base power, to take it out. Swapping into the Cramorant here. Cramorant is my favorite shiny orange Pokemon, but boy, I took a big hit that day. This little monkey, it's a threat right now. I gotta be swapping out here. So I've got to swap out the Cramorant, saving it for a little bit later there, and going into Vespiquen now. So Vespiquen is going to be a good Pokemon here to actually go for. Sorry, just got to adjust my microphone. Now this is a special sweeping Vespiquen here. I'm going to be able to easily absorb that Grassy Glide. I know that it's got Fake Out as another move, so I don't know if it's got a lot to hit me with here. So I've got a Throat Spray set. I've got max speed and max special attack, and I've got Intimidation. Firstly, what we're going to do is go for Bug Buzz and take out the Grookey, and that's easily going to one-shot it. So I've got Air Slash on there as well, so I can use Dynamax Airstream if I need to, or just maybe flinch the opponent. Now, I've also got Sludge Bomb on here too, so that's another handy move that I can use against like fairies and other things like that, and also boost my special attack as well. In comes a Trico. My opponent's got basically like a baby Pokemon team so far, which is really cool. Now, they're going to use Detect. I went for Sludge Bomb here. Sludge Bomb is going to one-shot it. However, it's got a Focus Sash, so it's going to live on 1 health. Emergency available. Now, I don't get a Poison. Trico is going to go for a Leaf Storm here. Leaf Storm, as you can probably imagine, was going to do 1 damage. And Trico's special attack is going to drop. Now, the Trico is going to go for Detect again. It's like, okay, I'm not sure what they're trying to do here, but they can't do anything at the moment there with a special move. And now they've got Endeavor. So they had the Unburden Endeavor set, which I thought they would have there, right? I'm going to go for a Sludge Bomb, but at least Trico took my Vespiquen down to 1 health. And that was a very, very nice play there. So next Pokemon we got here is the Rowlet. So it's all grass Pokemon. I don't think this team is I don't think their theme team is meant to be like a grass type Pokemon team. I think it's something more than that. I feel like that's too obvious, but I don't know, if someone can pick up on it, like, just let me know in the comments. I'm going to bring in Cottonee here. I've got this Sunny Day Chlorophyll, Solar Beam, Dazzling Gleam, Stun Spore set. Yep. I did run something similar to this recently. We got the Rowlet swapping out here, and we've got the Snom coming in, so it's not a grass team, it's a Snom. All right, so there we go. The grass team has been debunked. So go for Dazzling Gleam here. It doesn't really hit Snom too hard. It's about a 3-hit KO. Now Snom is going to go for an Icy Wind there. Icy Wind is going to hit my Cottonee very, very hard. They're doing up half health, and it's going to drop my speed as well. This Cottonee was max speed and max special attack, modest nature. So even with modest nature, it's not really doing heaps and heaps of damage. And this Snom has definitely got an Everlight too. So Snom's Icy Wind is going to take out my Cottonee. It's all good though. I softened Snom up a little bit. I mean, it's already like literally snow anyway, but that's okay. Bring in my Chandelure. Now, this is quite an interesting set, I will say so. And this is actually pretty dang good against my opponent's team. We look at the type matchup. We got Attract, Hex, Burning Jealousy, and Swagger. What this set is about, right, is I want to swagger the opponent and give them a rise and attack, right? Then I hit them with Burning Jealousy, and that'll automatically burn them because the stat has been risen. Then I'll go for a Hex after for double base damage. And if you want to try and set all those things up at the same time, you can go for Attract. I thought it was a really, really cool, exciting set. Going back into Shellder now, I actually had a Self-Destruct on this one, and also had Ice Sphere as the other moves. Unfortunately, the Slowpoke Galar is going to go for Earthquake and take me out. I don't really want to get hit by an Earthquake from Slowpoke Galar, right? That will probably destroy my... I'd say it's probably got Everlight, something like that, and then my Chandelure will probably get wrecked. So going to Cramorant now, going for a dive. This is a physical set. We've got Dive, Brave Bird on this one, and I've also got Power Herb too, so I can activate Dive right away. And I also want to use Gulp Missile too. So I've got a Pikachu in my mouth at the moment, only on PIMPNITE channel, right? And we're going to have the Slowpoke going for a Curse here. Now with this Slowpoke, I can get a Paralyze up. It is raising its defense too, so I'm not quite sure how much my Brave Bird is really going to be able to, even do to it, right? And if it does have Slack Off, it might be able to stall me out. My other move I got on this one is Thief, so once I've used my Power Herb, I can Thief an item. So I stole the leftovers. It wasn't even Everlight, it was leftovers. So I gotta say, this leftover Slowpoke, very, very nice. So Slowpoke is going to be using Curse again, and it's going to get bulkier and bulkier and bulkier and bulkier. I have got the leftovers as the item now since I stole that from Slowpoke, so that's actually kind of good. Now there is a Rowlet left after this. I just popped the Brave Bird right here. I just want to do as much damage to Slowpoke as possible, but it lived, and it lived very, very well. I'm going to take some recoil damage here. Slowpoke does have the Zen Headbutt. Zen Headbutt will be enough to take out the Cramorant. However, Pikachu is going to fire at the Slowpoke, and it is going to be going down there. So it's a double KO, and I've got a Pikachu KO. Always love that. I love Cramorant's abilities so much. I hope we get some really interesting abilities like that in the future too. Just really well thought out, and it's really cool where you have it has two different phases. It's awesome, and it's built on using a certain move too. So we got the Rowlet coming out, and I've got my Chandelure here. I can easily go for a Max Flare here and take out the Rowlet. I mean, Chandelure was really good against this team. The only one I had to really worry about was that Slowpoke, okay, so I can't see any of the other Pokemon really causing me a lot of trouble, unless the Trico had some way of hitting me with I'm not sure, a dark type move, or I don't know, one of the other ones got a ring target to me, but we didn't see they had ring target. So Chandelure was definitely very good against the team. So we're going to Dynamax Chandelure versus a Dynamax Rowlet here. I must say Dynamax Rowlet looks very, very nice there. Look at that. Look at that big leaf bow. I always like that design about Rowlet, how it's got that leaf bow. So I go for the Max Flare here. It doesn't have a Focus Sash. I'm not really sure, but I soon found out it is going to get one-shot there by the Burning Jealousy. My EVs were Max Speed and Max Special Attack. So that is pretty much it for the first battle, but a very, very cool team right there. A fully little baby Pokemon team there. But obviously that wasn't the theme team. I think it was something. I think it might have been something to do with islands. If you notice the names, I'm pretty sure they could be islands there in Sun and Moon. I could be wrong about that, but let me know in the comments if you think that as well. Let's get on to Battle 2 here. This one was against Dilly King, and we got a Dragapult lead here, which is gonna be very rare. I've never seen a Dragapult lead in my life. So starting this off here with my Shellder. Now I can go for a Shell Smash here, and maybe then an Avalanche. Now, the Dragapult's going to go for Infestation. So, clearly they want me to stay in here and trap me in. I'm not really sure why, though. So, Shellder is going to get a Shell Smash up here. Will it be enough to outspeed a Dragapult? That's going to be the question here, right? I mean, I could go for Dynamax here. I was like, you know what? What I'm going to do is I'm going to go for Dynamax and one-shot this Dragapult. Hopefully, it'll be enough to take it out, right? Yeah, +2 is a fair bit in attack, and I'm also getting a higher base power as well, you know, obviously being a Dynamax Pokemon. And you never know, I might be able to get some, I might be able to get a sweep here going. Now, I have actually done it, speaking of which, I have done a Shellder sweep before. I don't know if I've uploaded a Cloyster sweep, but I know that I've definitely done a Shellder one kind of recently. I think it did it in Gen 7, so if you are a Shellder fan, you can go watch that sweep after maybe. So go for the Max House on there. It doesn't take Dragapult out, which is very, very unfortunate. The Hail Wheel, though, which is great. Dragapult is going to use Willow Miss, and it doesn't miss, it lands, and now my Shellder is in a lot of trouble, right? Because it's not going to do much in attack now. At least I got rid of the Dragapult there to the Hail. I'm going to take no damage from the Hail due to overcoat ability, right? Next Pokemon is Walrein. I'm so walled right now, like, pardon the pun. So I've got a Water-type mover. I can go for Max Strike. Max Strike is coming off Self-Destruct. Not that it really does a lot of damage, but I guess some damage is better than nothing, right? Now, Walrein, right, is going to have a Whirlpool set. It's a trapping set, so I've seen Infestation now from Dragapult, and I've seen Whirlpool from Walrein. So maybe this is a trapping move, or like a trapping move strategy team. I'm not sure. So what I thought, right, I seen that Walrein had Ice Body. I don't really want it healing up health every single turn, so I'm going to go for the Max Geyser. At least that's going to stop the Walrein healing up every turn, right? It's very bulky enough. So now it's going to go for Whirlpool. That probably did a little bit or more damage than I hoped for because of the rain, but that's okay. Shellder is pretty much dead weight here. Now, I can actually go for a Self-Destruct here. I was thinking that'd be a good idea to do. I don't think it's going to take it up, but I mean, if I wasn't Bernd, it would definitely take it up, but it's definitely not at this stage. So go for Self-Destruct on the Walrein. I love seeing, not Cloyster, Shellder, Self-Destruct, and Walrein is going to easily back because of the Bernd, right? But that's all good. Now Walrein is going to set the Hail up again because obviously they want the Ice Body to heal them every single turn. Now, Walrein is by no means a fast Pokemon, so I should be able to come in and bring this, any Pokemon in and just take it out. It does have a little bit of health back there, so I was wondering if I could actually get around it. Then I was like, wait, I'm going to try something. All right. Instead of going for an attacking move, let's go for Sunny Day, get rid of the Hail, and then go for Solar Beam. Unfortunately for me, the Talonflame is going to swap in here, and that's very bad news, because any Fire-type move is going to hit me very, very hard, right? Like, extremely hard. So I went for the Stun Spore. Unfortunately, it's going to miss, and we got the Fire Spin coming here, and Cottonee almost gets one-shotted by Fire Spin. So far, I've seen 3 trapping moves. There's the Infestation, Whirlpool, and Fire Spin. Now I'm going to get the Stun Spore off, which is very good on the Talonflame. At least I was able to achieve, like, something. And then I got another, like, turn of Paralyze. So, my first turn of Paralyze, but it doesn't matter because Cottonee is going to feint to Fire Spin anyway. But I guess Cottonee did all right. It got the Paralyze up there and the Sunny Day. Now I'm going to bring in Cramorant. I don't really want to go for Dive here because it's going to get powered down. So let's see how much damage that Brave Bird will actually do, right? Brave Bird does a good amount of damage. Getting a crit, I was like, man, it lived a crit. That's pretty nice. And then Talonflame is going to get a Flame Body. Oh, man, it's like, this is horrible. So I'm pretty sure that is a bulky Talonflame because it lived a crit with Brave Bird there. And I'm going to be trapped in by the Fire Spin, and I'm going to be burned by Flame Body. So I guess that was their strategy all along there to have, like, the double. You'll probably find that this might even have, like, I don't know, Will-O-Wisp as well. So I thought, well, you know what? Let's go for a dive here. Let's dive underwater. Let's get that Power Herb going. And let's get some, at least I'll get my little Pikachu in my mouth again. I might be able to finish off the Talonflame. Now Talonflame, right, is going to go for a Fly. So I can see what they're doing. They use Fly, they trap the opponent with Fire Spin, and they let the damage sort of rack up there while the Talonflame is in the sky. Then also do additional damage with Fly too. I've got 26 health left. I can't do anything at all. So all I can do, right, to dodge the fly from the Talonflame is dive underwater myself again, right. Now, Talonflame is going to go for the fly there, and Cramorant, right, is hurt by the bird, and then it's hurt by the fire spin, so it actually faints there with the Pikachu in its mouth underneath the water. Next Pokemon I'm going to swap in here is going to be the Vespiquen here. Probably not the greatest swap in the world of Pokemon, but I've got to take this out. So go for the Bug Buzz here, and that is going to be enough to activate my Throat Spray, which is good. Like any other time, I don't think I would have ever swapped a Vespiquen into a Talonflame there. Even Fire Spin probably... Fire Spin or Fly would have, like, destroyed me. So this Pokemon was actually pretty decent against my opponent's team, too. So Warren was on a little bit of health. I was like, well, I think I'll be able to take it out now. I've got a +1, it's Stab, that should be enough, right? And Warren's going to go down, so that's good. So bye-bye, Warren. It can't set any more Hail up or Whirlpools and things like that. Next Pokemon we got here is the Comfey. So Comfey... it's going to go for a wrap, so it is another trapping move here. So it's definitely a trapping, unless it wasn't based off trapping moves, it's just like moves to just generally annoy the opponent could be also fall under that category as well. But I think it's a trapping moves team. It's sort of strategies there. I've done actually a couple of them. They're quite fun to do. So I got a nice amount of damage there with the Sludge Bomb at +1, and I got a Poison, which is really good too. So the Rapper's going to wrap around me there. The Ekans is going to wrap around me. I miss actually using Ekans and Arbok. And now it's going to go for Leech Seed. So this is their strategy all based around Wrap and Leech Seed. These are some scummy strategies. So go for the Sludge Bomb there, and the Comfey is going to be going down. So that's good. So, I mean, what strategy is going to be next here, right? And this one, this strategy right here probably, this 1v1 here between Vespiquen and Tyrant probably took the cake at this battle. I've got to say right now. Alright, so I went for a Destiny Bond here because I thought, okay, Tyrant is easily going to take me out. Let's be real, a Rock Throw, right? Tyrant doesn't attack me and goes for a Dig. I'm like, what is going on? So Dig is not going to be able to hit my Vespiquen, right? However, there is still a Leech Seed up on the field, and I'm still getting hit by the Sand Ray. So I went for Bug Buzz, can't do anything. Dig's not going to do anything, but it did actually stop the Tyranitar taking any damage, and it's also, I'm taking extra damage from Sandstorm and Leech Seed at the same time. So maybe Tyranitar doesn't have any moves apart from Dig. If you've noticed, they've also had like special movesets based around stalling and trapping the opponent. So Bug Buzz does a lot of damage. Tyranitar has gone for a Dig again, which is very, very unfortunate. So now I'm going to take extra damage from the Sand and for the Leech Seed, right? So it's like, okay, I can sustain a little bit more rounded damage from both those moves, and then I can go for the Bug Buzz once the Tyranitar pokes its head out of the ground, right? So Dig is going to do nothing there. Sandstorm is going to hit me, and I'm going to take some more Leech Seed damage, right? Like, this thing has almost stole me out, not even attacking me at all. Like, just a standard Leech Seed, right? And it's hiding under the ground with Dig, right? So go for the Bug Buzz here, and that is going to be the end of the Digging Tyranitar. Very, very interesting. So nice set right there. So we've got one more Pokemon left there. Man, this has been a marathon to get through these Pokemon. Next Pokemon we got here is going to be the Tangrowth. And I know Tangrowth has got plenty of trapping moves. Tangrowth is going to go for Protect, and I'm going to fake to the Leech Seed. You wouldn't read about it. So Vespiquen was pretty nice against those last Pokemon. I mean, the Tyranitar did do a good job there because it stalled out Leech Seed and it got the Sandstorm damage. Because I think Vespiquen would have just destroyed the rest of the team then. So bye-bye Vespiquen. Next Pokemon I thought the swap-in is going to be Metapod, right? I'm going to go for these Bug Bites. They're not going to go for themselves. So I went for the Bug Bite, right? Tangrowth's going to go for a bind there. I'm in a little bit of a bind. My Metapod's getting squeezed hard there, but I do have a pretty tough shell. So go for Bug Bite here. Like, does pretty good damage when you think about it. So it's about, I reckon it's a solid 10 hit KO there. Like, that was a critical hit. So let's say a solid 10 hit KO. Now, the Tangrowth has actually got Poison Powder, so it's a bind Poison Power strategy. Now, I noticed I didn't have very good speed control here, so I went for the String Shot. So that's going to enable me to outspeed Tangrowth and then go for the Bug Bite first instead of attacking second, right? Now, Metapod will outspeed now since I gave it a -2 in speed to Tangrowth, and I do a good amount of damage there with the next Bug Bite, getting my bug move mixed up there. Poison Powder is going to miss again. Poison Powder's accuracy is really, really like kind of shaky too. It's a difficult move to use. So we got another Bug Bite there. That's Bug Bite number 3. Finally, Poison Powder is going to land for Tangrowth. So my Metapod, with the bind and the Poison Powder, is not going to be lasting very long, right? And Poison Powder actually does more damage at the start than Toxic does. Like, Toxic only catches up by the 3rd turn, but the first 2 turns of Poison Powder, actually do more damage. So now Tangrowth is going to go for the Protect. I can't swap out because I'm trapped into Bind right there. And Metapod is going to get a Shed Skin. You wouldn't read about it. So the great thing here, right, is I live right on 1 health, like the merch is available. So I dodged that. Now my opponent is going to have to go for a Dynamax here. Obviously, they don't want to take any more, damage from the Metapod. Like, a crit on Tangrowth here would be, it would be terrible. Like, Tangrowth would only have a little bit of health left, right? So now Tangrowth, since I got the Shed Skin activation, it's pretty much forced here to go into its Dynamax from my Metapod. That Shed Skin activation was that was super, super good timing, right? So obviously Bug Bite is going to do nothing, and Tangrowth is going to go for a Max Overgrowth here. That'll be good for Tangrowth because that'll not only heal it, but it'll also power up any Grass type moves that it actually has as well. So I've got 1 more Pokemon left there. We got 2 minutes left of the battle. That did not surprise me. This has been a really, really long battle, right? So bye-bye Metapod. You did an amazing job right there. Tangrowth is going to get some more healing back, which is going to be good for that one, right? Now, the next Pokemon we got here is going to be the Chandelure. Now, Chandelure does have Burning Jealousy, but I thought, wait, if this doesn't work out, let's go for a track ride, because this is going to be a rare opportunity to infatuate a Dynamax Pokemon. Then, right, I might be able to go for Burning Jealousy and just take it out, right? So I went for the Attract there, but unfortunately Tangrowth is going to be able to get around it and go for the Max Overgrowth. It does a pretty good amount of damage there. I think most of the EVs are invested in Tangrowth's bulk here, so I don't really want to take a critical hit from this thing. I may as well just go for Burning Jealousy and see if I can take it out. We're at 45 seconds there of the battle, and that probably was just enough to take out Tangrowth in its Dynamax. And that, my friends, is the second battle with the Shiny Orange team. That was a marathon to get through those Pokemon, they're all trapping sets, all troll trapping sets. Thank you for the battle, Dilly King, as well. I hope you like that Attract combination at the end there. Let's get into the third battle. This one was against Bernd. I'm not sure how to say this. Bernd or Bernd. We got a Blossom lead here, so it's good to see Blossom. I sent a couple of these week, which is quite funny because I did a Oddish Evolution team this week too. So if you haven't checked it out, it's not going to check itself out. Now we got the Blossom as a little bit of a threat here against my Cottonee. So I'm going to go into the big, bad, bustling Metapod. Now Blossom is going to go for a Teeter Dance here, which is going to confuse my Metapod. Now, I'll be honest with you people, I couldn't help myself. I had to go for Dynamax Metapod. I had to do it at least one battle, and here we go, baby. Probably not the greatest situation in the world to go for, right, because I am confused, but if I can get a Max Flutterby off, I'm going to, do some serious damage here. I'll see the fruits of my labor. So we got this big old Metapod here. It's big, it's orange, it's hard, and it's ready to rock and roll, right? Now, I believe this will probably be, I reckon about a 2-hit KO against the Blossom. Blossom is going to go for a Sunny Day here. So I'd say this probably has Chlorophyll, right? I don't really know what other moves it's going to have. So as we've seen Teeter Dance and Sunny Day, maybe it's got a set-up move like Quiver Dance and then one move, or it just has 2 attacking moves, right? Go for the Max Flutterby, getting around the confusion, doing very good damage to Blossom. I'm very happy about that. Metapod was also Adamant Nature as well, if you were curious. So here comes Petal Dance from Blossom. Look at the damage that did to me. Holy crap. That was a critical hit. Metapod is still confused at the moment, but Metapod, right, gets around it and fires a second Max Flutterby off against a Blossom, and it is going to be going down. Metapod takes another victim there, and Dynamax Shiny Metapod only on PIMPNITE channel, people. Will you see this because of the content? You're not going to see it anywhere else. Next Pokemon we got here is it's Palm Tree, and Palm Tree's going to go for a flame. Hit one shot at it. It absolutely dominated Metapod, and Metapod is going to faint right there. That was amazing there. So Executive just slides in, fires Flamethrower out of its neck, and was it its neck? Anyway, it just fired some Flamethrowers out. Bringing in Cottonee, I thought this could be important to go for a Dazzling Gleam here, right? Good damage, very nice damage, almost half health. I was very happy about that. Now Executor's going to go for a Flamethrower here on my Cottonee. Cottonee is going to have the Focus Sash as the item if I didn't mention that one already. This was interesting. I went for a Dazzling Gleam here in hopes that I'd be able to get maybe a max damage roll. Palm Tree is going to live. Now, Palm Tree's got Harvest, but it's not going to be a typical berry that you harvest back. It's going to be a Staff Berry, so it's going to get a boost in its special defense by 2 stages. Then the Executor is going to go for my favorite healing move right there. Heal all the way up, and it's going to heal all the way up. And now it's going to harvest a berry once again. So this is bad, right? Because it's going to be so much more bulkier than it was before. So go for Dazzling Gleam there, and the Palm Tree is now going to go for a Flamethrower, and Cottonee is going to go down. Like, Staff Berries are dangerous, a very, very dangerous item, because it randomly raises a stat by 2 stages. And if you can harvest it over and over again, man, you could get really lucky and get like crazy stat boost there. So bringing in the mighty Cramorant here, I've got to take out Executor now before it gets any more Staff Berry boost. And that was probably just enough to take it out. So bye-bye Executor, that was very, very dangerous. Now, I've got to take a little bit of recall, but that was 100% worth it, right? Next Pokemon I got is the Raichu. Now, this was... Actually, this Pokemon was very scary against my team, so Cramorant had to swap out there. I went into Shellder only because I got a Focus Sash, right? I thought maybe I could get a self-destruct off, right, if they do go for a status move. Now, they did go for a status move, but probably not the one I really wanted. It was a Thunder Wave. So the Sunlight is going to fade. I'm thinking right here, let's go for a self-destruct. It should do some really good damage. I don't know if it'll take it out, but I reckon it'll do a fair bit there because I am running Animate Nature Run. I get paralyzed by the Thunder Wave. That was very, very bad there. Like, I really needed that damage on self-drive. Here comes a Surf from the Raichu, and that's going to take out my Shellder. So it's got Thunder Wave, and it's got Surf. No doubt it's got an electric type move as well. So bringing in my Chandelure, I don't know if I'm going to be able to live this Surf. Raichu will definitely be able to outspeed me too, right? So it's going to be going for Surf here on my Chandelure. I just decided to go for, I think I went for a Swagger here, but it doesn't matter because Chandelure is going to get dropped in one shot. This thing is really destroying my team right now. I can't swap in Cramorant. All I've got left is Vespiquen. I might be able to live really, really badly with a Thunderbolt and try and take this thing out. However, Raichu is going to be swapping out, and the next Pokemon to come in is going to be a Alolan Marowak there. So I have a Bug Buzz here. Obviously, that's going to be my strongest attack against the Raichu. And that is going to grant me a +1 in special attack. Now, at this stage, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to take out Marowak. I felt like 2 Air Slashes would be enough. I needed a flinch, though. So go for Air Slash here. It does good damage, but I don't get a flinch. However, this Marowak set is going to be a curse set. So it's going to take itself outright, but it's going to lay a curse on my Vespiquen. So Vespiquen will take a quarter damage every single time. So a very, very interesting set right there. And the old nail is going to go into the beehive. Now, there is a couple of Pokemon left, and that is going to be the Raichu coming out again. It's like, okay, let's see what happens here. Surfer is going to go for a Thunder Wave here, stopping my Vespiquen from obviously doing anything this turn. However, I do get a Destiny Bond off here, which is great. So if it does attack me, it's going to go down. If they swap, I'll get another attack off, and I should be able to take one of their Pokemon out. However, I do have that curse happening on me as well, so I could get swapped around with curse. However, Alola Raichu is going to attack me with a Shockwave, and that's going to be very shocking, pardon the pun, for the Raichu, because that's enough to take me out, and my Vespiquen is going to go down as well, and Raichu is going to go down, so a double KO there. All I've got left is Cramorant, and the next Pokemon is the Primarina. So it's like, okay, what can I do against Primarina? Then I was thinking maybe I can make use of my signature ability here. So I went for Dive, I hit underwater, and the Power Herb is going to activate right away, yeah? So that's going to get fully activated, and I'm going to come up with a little Aracuda in my mouth, right? So that's going to give a defense drop if I get hit. This is a physical Primarina with triple axle. Here goes the fish there, and it does some good damage there and drops the defense of the Primarina by 1 stage. So this should put it in damage for my Brave Bird to take it out. Unfortunately, Primarina did a fair bit of damage there, so this is going to be Cramorant's last resort here. Go for the Brave Bird, and that is going to be enough to take out the Primarina with the Brave Bird. Unfortunately for me, the Recall is going to take me out at the same time. But my opponent only had 1 Pokemon left there in the end, and a pretty fun battle. Hope you enjoyed all 3 battles today with the orange shiny Pokemon team. I'll catch you tomorrow. Peace out.